Have you ever been in love so deep, so consuming, that it felt like it was the very air you breathed? That was me. I thought I had found my forever, until one day, the very foundation of my life cracked, and I fell through. It started with the little things, doesn't it always? A shift in his tone when he said, "I'll be late tonight." The way he began to guard his phone like it held state secrets. But love has this cruel way of making you blind, deaf, and dumb to the obvious. I ignored it. I told myself, "You're overthinking. Don't ruin this." We had been together for 5 years, married for 2. In those years, we built a life filled with laughter, shared dreams, and a million tiny moments that felt like forever. He was my best friend, my partner, my world, and I thought I was his too. One day, as I cleaned the house, I found a receipt tucked away in his coat pocket. A dinner for 2 at a restaurant we had never been to. My stomach churned, but I convinced myself it was for work. Corporate dinners, I thought. They're always somewhere fancy. But the seed of doubt was planted. It grew with every unanswered call, every excuse that felt a little too rehearsed. I tried to bury it. I tried to be the perfect wife. I cooked his favorite meals, laughed at his jokes, even when they weren't funny. I worked so hard to make our home a place he'd want to come back to. But deep down, I knew I was fighting a losing battle. And then, one Friday night, it happened. He said he had a work meeting, but something inside me snapped. I followed him. I'll never forget that moment, watching him walk into a restaurant, holding the hand of another woman. She was beautiful, confident, everything I suddenly felt I wasn't. They laughed, leaned in close, and in that instant, my world collapsed. I sat in my car, heart pounding, tears streaming down my face. How could he, I whispered to myself. All the memories, all the promises, were they lies? The next morning I confronted him. I'll never forget the look on his face, a mix of guilt, fear, and something else I couldn't quite place. He didn't deny it. He didn't even try. "It just happened," he said. "I didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't mean to hurt me." The words sliced through me like a knife. I wanted to scream, to throw things, to make him feel even an ounce of the pain I was drowning in. But instead, I just stood there, numb. For weeks, I lived in a haze. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. The walls of our once happy home seemed to close in on me. One night, as I scrolled aimlessly through social media, I came across a video. It was of a woman sharing her story of heartbreak and survival. "If you're watching this," she said, "you're stronger than you think. You can rebuild." I don't know why, but those words hit me. They pulled me out of the fog, just enough to see a glimmer of hope. The next day, I packed a bag and left. I went to stay with a friend, someone who had been begging me to leave him for weeks. "You deserve better," she said. And for the first time, I started to believe her. Leaving wasn't easy. Love doesn't just vanish because someone hurts you. But day by day, I started to reclaim myself. I joined a gym, not to look a certain way, but because I needed to feel strong again. I started therapy, where I learned that his betrayal wasn't my fault. I began to write, pouring my pain onto the pages of a journal that became my lifeline. And slowly, I started to heal. To anyone watching this, if you've ever felt this kind of pain, know this: you're not alone. Heartbreak doesn't define you. It's what you do after that matters. My story resonates with you. Please like this video and subscribe. Together, we can build a community of strength and resilience. Today, I'm no longer the woman who sat in that car, crying as her heart broke. I'm stronger, I'm braver, and I've learned that love should never make you question your worth. So here's to new beginning and to the unbreakable strength within all of us. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, you deserve nothing less than the best. End with a heartfelt invitation to subscribe and connect.